Right. Before I conclude, one last case, okay, here. Faisal Abdul Rahman versus BASF Petronas Chemicals. This is a case which I did. Okay, I did this case in Kemaman Industrial Court in 2010, and I was acting for BASF Petronas Chemicals. And Faisal was very unhappy with the PIP. So he was unhappy to the point that when the employer, his immediate superior, called him to discuss the PIP results, he did not want to attend the meeting. So what the immediate superior did was he complained to the HR and said, look, he doesn't want to attend meetings. How do I communicate what his shortcomings are? I want to set new goals for him, but he is not participating. So the employer, Petronas, BASF Petronas, decided to hold a domestic inquiry against Faisal and terminated him from his employment. I was able to argue that what Faisal did was actually insubordination, and the court agreed with me and held that he was rightfully dismissed or terminated from his service by the employer. Okay? So don't be afraid if you have to put someone on PIP. Okay? You have a whole load of case laws to back you up. Okay? And do it right. Okay? And for that, you have good consultants, okay, to support your process. Now, a quick summary, okay, where employer wins and where employee wins. Okay? In employer cases where there must be transparent process, I will give you an illustration, is when you have a process that binds everybody, not just selectively you apply it to only one employee because you don't like the orange dresses that she wears to work. Okay? Clear communication as to your expectation, give warnings, express warnings, okay? Sufficient time to improve, counseling on the job, still no improvement, this has to be recorded. Keeping record, okay, and get employee to sign off PIP reviews. Okay? Otherwise, it's all unilateral storytelling only, employer stories. We don't want stories in court. Okay? We want evidence. And termination is for underperformance, not for the orange dress. Okay? Employee wins, no process implemented to handle poor performance. That means company doesn't have a process. They don't have a PIP policy. They don't have a process to handle poor performance. Okay? Improper documentation. Employers gives a letter to an employee. You are placed on PIP for 6 months. And for 6 months, nothing happens. Employee hears nothing from the employer. In the 8th month, the employer turns up and says, let's have a PIP review. The employee says, but boss, I have been doing my job. You never told me okay or not okay. Okay? Boss said, oh, I've been watching you. So it's like this, you know, that move, the police song, every step you take, okay? So he says, I've been watching you. But watching is watching. I don't know what you have been watching. So improper documentation, no express warnings, insufficient time accorded to improve, mala fide or bad faith, okay, or ulterior motive. Okay? So this is, if employee can show these things, any one of these or combination of two or more, employer's case susah. Okay? Right? Finally, if you want to avoid a potential legal case, if you go through PIP process, bear in mind certain things. Certain things I would like to share with you. Not having a PIP in place in your organization is one of the problems. Okay? Have a policy, have it placed, okay, in your company's handbook, manuals, etc. Communicate to employees that such a thing exists in your organization. Now, employee refuses to accept PIP. Okay, when the employee refuses to accept PIP, you saw the cases I shared with you. When the employee refuses, what did the HR do? What the management did? They went after the employee for insubordination. Don't say, oh, you don't want, you don't like it. Okay, never mind. Okay? Right? Or don't go silent. Why? Because, I had a very important conference in Manila, I had to present, I was the keynote speaker. So I went to Manila, after that I went to Thailand, then after that I went to Los Angeles, then after that I came back 3 months later, employees still, okay, question mark. Okay? So don't do that. Okay? Employer not consistent in carrying out performance reviews. Why? Okay? Too long gaps. Okay? No real intervals. Immediate superior or job counselor changed midway. Resign, left the organization, new person takes over, still learning the job, doesn't understand what the employee is required to do. Improvements not recognized. Can't be all bad, isn't it? Okay? So you have to give both the positive and the negative. In between, get salary raise also. Okay? If you have people who are underperforming, be mindful of how you treat them, because don't send mixed signals. I wouldn't want to use the word wrong signal, but I'll say mixed signals. On one hand, you're saying you're underperformer. On the other hand, you give them salary increments. And that goes also for bonus, unless it's a contractual bonus. Because if it's a contractual bonus, you have contracted to give the person, regardless of the performance. But performance bonuses don't give to persons who you think are not performing. Even though you want to be Father Christmas, especially around Christmas time, but remember you are sending mixed signals there. Okay? With that, I end my presentation. Hope it was useful. Thank you for your time and attention.